In this podcast episode, happiness researcher Sonja Lyubomirsky shares her insights on the nature of happiness, drawing from her extensive research and personal experiences, including a near plane crash and her time with the Dalai Lama. She explores the interconnectedness of love and happiness, the multifaceted definition of happiness, the role of struggle and forgiveness, and the impact of social connections, while also addressing misconceptions and the evolving perspectives on happiness in the context of recent global events. Lyubomirsky highlights two key messages from her interactions with the Dalai Lama. The first is the significance of a mother's love, which she interprets as a metaphor for the interconnectedness of all people. The Dalai Lama's assertion that we are all each other's mothers emphasizes that harming others is akin to harming oneself, promoting a sense of universal love and compassion. The second impactful message is that love is not a feeling, love is a decision. This perspective aligns with her research on happiness and connection, suggesting that the choices we make in our relationships significantly influence our well-being. When defining happiness, Lyubomirsky breaks it down into two main components: the experience of positive emotions and overall life satisfaction. Positive emotions encompass feelings such as joy, curiosity, and enthusiasm, while life satisfaction refers to the perception of one's life as good and progressing toward personal goals. She distinguishes between being happy in one's life, experiencing positive emotions, and being happy with one's life, overall life satisfaction, highlighting the multifaceted nature of happiness. Lyubomirsky's journey into happiness research began during her graduate studies at Stanford, where she and her advisor, Lee Ross, sought to explore why some individuals are happier than others. Their initial study involved interviewing students nominated as particularly happy or unhappy, leading to insights about social comparison. They discovered that happy individuals tend to compare themselves downward, while unhappy individuals often compare themselves upward, negatively impacting self-esteem. Despite facing skepticism from peers who view happiness as a less serious subject, Lyubomirsky's work gained media attention, particularly from women's magazines. This interest underscores the growing public fascination with happiness, even as she maintained a commitment to rigorous scientific inquiry. The motivations behind the pursuit of happiness are complex. Lyubomirsky emphasizes that while motivation is essential, an excessive focus on happiness can be counterproductive. Research indicates that constantly monitoring one's happiness can lead to dissatisfaction. Instead, she advocates for a balanced approach where individuals engage in practices that promote happiness without fixating on the outcome. Not everyone prioritizes happiness equally. Some individuals may find contentment in their current state and may not feel the need to pursue greater happiness. This perspective challenges the notion that everyone should strive for happiness, suggesting that personal preferences and values significantly influence how individuals approach their emotional well-being. Lyubomirsky identifies three main interventions that can enhance happiness: gratitude, kindness, and social connection. 1. Gratitude. Engaging in gratitude interventions, such as expressing gratitude in various ways, can lead to increased happiness and a sense of connection with others. 2. Kindness. Performing regular acts of kindness has been shown to improve overall well-being, fostering a sense of purpose and connection. 3. Social connection. Engaging with others, whether friends or strangers, significantly boosts happiness. Lyubomirsky notes that even introverts can benefit from social engagement, although they may need to manage their energy levels afterward. Research in behavioral genetics reveals that happiness has a heritable aspect, with identical twins showing more similarity in happiness levels than fraternal twins. However, Lyubomirsky emphasizes that genetics do not determine a fixed level of happiness. Instead, individuals experience a range of happiness influenced by life circumstances. Struggle is another important theme in the conversation. Lyubomirsky notes that pursuing significant goals often involves struggle, which can contribute to a sense of competence and autonomy. This struggle can lead to personal growth and resilience, ultimately enhancing happiness. She references self-determination theory, which posits that a sense of competence, connection, and autonomy are essential for well-being. The concept of transcendence is explored, with Lyubomirsky discussing the importance of having a spiritual life or a sense of meaning beyond oneself. Research indicates that individuals who feel a sense of purpose or connection to something greater tend to report higher levels of happiness. Awe, as a feeling that connects individuals to the larger universe, is also linked to positive emotions and well-being. Lyubomirsky addresses common misconceptions about happiness, particularly the belief that financial success or career achievement will lead to happiness. While money can contribute to happiness, it is often not the key factor people believe it to be. The pursuit of extrinsic goals, such as wealth or fame, can lead to unhappiness, while intrinsic goals focused on personal growth and connection tend to foster greater well-being. The striver's dilemma highlights the tension between striving for success and the potential for dissatisfaction that can arise from it. While ambition and achievement can bring fulfillment, they can also lead to a relentless pursuit of more, which may not result in lasting happiness. Lyubomirsky emphasizes the importance of finding a balance between striving and appreciating what one has. Research indicates that happiness tends to follow a U-shaped curve over the lifespan. Young adults often experience lower levels of happiness due to insecurity and uncertainty, while older adults tend to report higher levels of happiness as they focus on meaningful relationships and experiences. This shift in perspective often leads to a pruning of social connections, where older individuals prioritize relationships that bring them joy. Lyubomirsky discusses the role of forgiveness in enhancing happiness. While challenging, forgiveness is crucial for personal well-being. Research indicates that forgiving others can alleviate personal suffering and lead to greater happiness by reducing stress and anxiety. However, she notes that not all transgressions warrant forgiveness, and it's essential to consider the context of each situation. Reflecting on the lockdown pandemic experience, Lyubomirsky shares insights from her research during this period. Interestingly, she notes that people's sense of connection increased on average during the pandemic, despite the challenges. The data suggests a division among individuals. About 30% struggled significantly, 30% managed to cope reasonably well, and 30% thrived during this time. This highlights the variability in human experiences and the factors that contribute to resilience and happiness. Lyubomirsky reflects on changes in perspectives on happiness over the years. While her foundational beliefs remain intact, she has gained a deeper understanding of the nuances involved. She emphasizes that the pursuit of happiness can sometimes backfire, particularly when individuals become overly focused on happiness itself. For instance, gratitude practices can be counterproductive for those who feel like burdens to others, exacerbating feelings of indebtedness or shame. In discussing the ultimate study design for happiness research, Lyubomirsky envisions large-scale interventions that measure various aspects of social connection and emotional well-being. She advocates for longitudinal studies that track individuals over time, allowing researchers to understand how happiness can be sustained and maintained throughout life. This approach would involve diverse cultural contexts to explore how different societies define and pursue happiness. Lyubomirsky expresses cautious optimism about the potential benefits of psychedelics, such as MDMA and psilocybin, in fostering social connection and emotional well-being. She highlights the need for more research in this area, particularly regarding the psychological mechanisms at play when individuals use these substances. While acknowledging the excitement surrounding psychedelics, she warns against the risks of mainstreaming their use without proper understanding and caution.